My name is Rachel, and I'm 19 years old. I moved to the city for college a few months ago, excited to start fresh and live independently. Like most students, I couldn't afford to live alone, so I found a roommate through a college housing board. Her name was Anna. She was 21, studying graphic design, and seemed pretty chill when we first met. I remember thinking how lucky I was to have found someone easygoing and friendly. At first, everything was great. Anna and I got along well. She was neat, quiet, and respectful of my space. Everything you'd hope for in a roommate. We'd occasionally hang out, watch Netflix, or grab a late-night snack, but we weren't overly close. It felt like a perfect balance. But after a few weeks, I started noticing small, odd things. For starters, Anna always locked her bedroom door when she was inside. It wasn't a huge deal. Some people just value privacy, but it struck me as a little excessive. Sometimes, late at night, I hear faint sounds coming from her room, like something being dragged across the floor. Other times, it sounded like whispering, but I chalked it up to her talking on the phone or working on a late-night project. One night, I got home late from the library. It was around 11 p.m., and I was exhausted. As I walked into our apartment, something felt off. I couldn't put my finger on it, but there was this weird energy in the air, like the apartment wasn't quite empty. I brushed it off, assuming Anna was in her room. When I reached my bedroom door, I froze. It was slightly ajar. That might not sound like much, but I always made a point to close and lock my door before leaving, especially after hearing about a break-in a few blocks away. My heart started racing. Had someone broken in? Was someone still inside? I pushed the door open slowly, every muscle in my body tensed. My room looked normal at first glance. Nothing was out of place. But then, as I walked toward my desk, something caught my eye. My desk lamp looked different. The lampshade had been adjusted, tilted slightly downward. And then I saw it. A small black camera hidden inside the lamp, aimed directly at my bed. My stomach dropped. I couldn't breathe. My mind raced with questions. How long has this been here? Who put it there? Why? I felt sick, like my entire sense of safety had been shattered. The first person I thought of was Anna. She was the only one with access to our apartment. But why would she do something like this? The next morning, I confronted her. I didn't sleep at all that night. I stayed up, staring at the camera, trying to figure out what to do. When Anna came out of her room, casually eating a piece of toast, I laid the camera on the kitchen counter and asked her to explain. Anna didn't even flinch. She looked at the camera, then at me, and said, "Oh, that. It's for a project I'm working on." Her calmness unnerved me. She didn't apologize, didn't seem embarrassed or caught off guard, just calm. I asked her what kind of project involved secretly recording her roommate, and she shrugged, saying it was nothing personal and that she'd remove it if it bothered me. I didn't buy it. My hands were shaking as I walked back to my room. Something about her reaction was so wrong, so cold. I decided to check her phone while she was in the shower. I know it wasn't the most ethical thing to do, but I needed answers. What I found still haunts me. In her photo gallery were pictures of me, taken from different angles in my room. Me sitting at my desk, lying in bed, even changing clothes. My heart pounded as I scrolled through the images, each one more invasive than the last. I packed my bags immediately. I didn't even care about getting my deposit back or finding a new place. I just needed to get out. Anna came out of the bathroom while I was packing and asked what I was doing. "I'm leaving," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. Anna didn't try to stop me, but she gave me this eerie smile and said, "You'll regret this." I called the police as soon as I was out of the apartment. They came to investigate, and what they found was even worse than I imagined. Anna had been recording me for months. She'd been using the footage to manipulate me into staying friends with her, like some twisted form of blackmail. Anna was arrested, but the damage was done. For weeks, I felt like I couldn't trust anyone. Every noise in my new apartment made me jump, and I found myself constantly looking over my shoulder. Even now, the thought of her smile, the way she calmly dismissed everything, sends chills down my spine. Living with a stranger is always a gamble, but I never thought it would turn into a nightmare like this.